Hey, today I wanted to show you guys some cool low-down blues stuff, a la John Lee Hooker. That's a picture of him up there. I had the good fortune to do some recording with John and some gigs with him back in the day when he was still with us. But this one has this sort of that swampy kind of sound. And what I've done is I've lowered my low E string to D. Okay, so we're down to D there. And what that allows me to do is by barring the 3rd fret and the 5th fret of the the last two strings, I should say, the low A and E. In this case, it sounds like this. Okay. Now, what I'm doing is I'm basically pinching those two strings, and then, as I said, fretting on the 3rd and 5th. You got to get that rhythm. So what I'm doing, I'm not playing a lot of the high stuff, but I do reference the 2nd fret on the G string, and then I pinch that D string and the G together. And if you want to include the 3rd fret on the B string, you can, but I wouldn't go too much further than that. To keep this thing, low down and dark, because keep it swampy, you want to keep the high strings off of it. So you don't need to hit these, but if you want to, you can. If you're able to, you pinch it. If not, you're fine just hitting the low strings, the E and the A string. Just bounce. You gotta get that rhythm going on. I kind of got that really slow boogie rhythm that John Lee did so well. And so there's the bottom end of it, and then I did a little loop so I can actually show you some licks to do over that. And basically what I'm doing, I can try to keep it simple, because John Lee was a real primal player, and he really did stuff that was really very kind of low down, and as I said, dirty, which we love. And I'm working a little bit off of my low A string, my A and my D string, and I'm bouncing on the 3rd fret. Yeah, if you work in there, you can get quite a bit of mileage. And then if you do the 3rd fret on the low E string and bend it, that's always a money shot there. That's always really cool. So I'm not going to give you the the exact lick, because I don't do it the same way every time, but know that you can simply work off of just that 3rd fret on both all 3 of those strings, actually, the low E, the A, and the D, as you're about to see when I play the. So you get that? I've got it going through my magnetone with a little bit of tremolo, but if you got some tremolo, like a tremolo pedal, that always works nice. Okay, and then where I'm going to take you next after that is I'm going to hit the looper, but I'm going to work within the minor pentatonic scale here. I'm basically working off that D minor. That box. Okay, so if you work off this, that's going to work for you. Any of those notes will work for you, okay? And so I'm doing a phrasing, just working off those notes. Will do you, and if you want to stretch them, so much the better. Okay, I'm not going to get too much further than that, except to say you can go up to the 8th fret of the B string and the 6th fret of the high E string, and you can do this one. That's a cool one too. You might remember that from Layla, right? Clapton, acoustic style. That always works well. So that's about all the licks I'm going to give you right here, but I'm about to show you how it works in practice. And then you can, basically rewind this thing and pick up whatever licks you like from me. So here we go. I'm going to go ahead and hit the looper here, and hopefully my balance is good. And I'm going to start playing licks over this rhythm and see what happens. So here we go. There's the low strings, right? You can work those low strings at 3rd fret. That's all I'm doing is 3rd fret. Yeah. You get a lot of mileage there. That's pretty cool. Up to the 5th fret on the D string. Okay. Now I'm going to go up to that 5th to 7th fret D minor pentatonic. Remember those? So I'm just working off that. But when you phrase it, you want to get funky with it. So now mix them together. Now up to here. Same notes really, but different position. Kind of all about the phrasing, isn't it? So don't make it sound like a scale. Make it sound like somebody's singing, like preferably an old R&B or blues singer, right? So you want to phrase it like something like this. I always think like I'm singing, right? How would you sing it in the blues style? Then I'm going to go up to that higher lick. So there I'm doing the 6th fret on the high E, the 8th fret on the B, so it sounds like this. And then that's the 2nd and 3rd chord are the 1st finger on the 7th fret of the high E, the 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the B, and then you just move it down 3. So it's you get a lot of mileage out of just that. And if you just hang out on this one, it works too. Okay? So now I'm going to blend all 3 together. Now up to the middle position. All the way up. Now all 3 together. Up high. Lee Hooker key of D Swampy Blues for the day. I hope you got something out of that. And like I said, you go from the low position up to the middle position, all the way up to the seventh and what is that? 7th and 9th fret. Sorry, that's the 8th and 9th fret. So 8th fret on the high E string, 10th fret on the B, sorry. My fault. There's that position. And then back it off. There you go. John Lee Hooker, that's him right there. Yeah, time to cook with the hook. We'll catch you down the road.